Well, this is a glimpse of human trafficking, and this type of thing happens everywhere around the world, not just in third world countries. It can happen to anyone in any shape. Thinking about finding a job overseas, human traffickers pose as employment and travel agencies. You might be sold to a family to work as their maid or helper, but you don't know what that family is like. They could hurt you and even cut all ties between you and your family. I'm sure no one would want to go through an experience like that. So that's why we need to do something about it. What is human trafficking anyway? What causes it and who are involved? Why does it happen? And what can we do to stop it? Well, I'll answer all these questions for you. Just listen, keep an open mind and hear me out. First of all, human trafficking is the sale, profit, and transfer from human beings who are forced to work for others. It is the modern-day equivalent of slavery. Against their will, millions of people around the world are forced to work for the profit of others through things like begging, prostitution, voluntary servitude, working specials, and becoming a child soldier. It is the third largest criminal industry in the world after arms and drug dealing. Human trafficking is still a problem today, as surprising as that sounds, but if we reflect upon our history and learn from our mistakes, it can be put to a stop. There is no definite date or event when this all started, but some say it started with the transportation of African slaves to European countries. Some say it started in the 1700s when children were forced to work for long hours in coal mines for little to no pay. It's sad to hear, but learning about this history will help us realize the mistakes we committed and put an end to this horrendous act. Human trafficking is the result of criminal gangs wanting money, drugs, and pleasure. Selfish, isn't it? These people use force and abuse to get what they want. They care not for their victims. There are quite a few causes for human trafficking, like poverty, a lack of political, social, and economical stability, violence, discrimination, and lack of education. No one is spared. Men, women, and children alike are all victims of human trafficking. Women are mostly trafficked for the purpose of sexual exploitation. Women are tricked by these human traffickers into thinking that they will be promised jobs overseas, but are merely treated as slaves and prostitutes to pay off their $1,000 debts for their trouble. Victims range in age from 16 to 35 and are often raped, beaten, have their passports taken, and are threatened with harm to them or their families if they even attempt to escape. In some parts of Africa, children are kidnapped in the middle of the night, taken from their families against their will. Young boys are usually taken and forced to become soldiers, risking their lives for a leader they are forced to follow. Those boys are forced to become soldiers. Some of them are forced to kill their own parents. Young girls in Southeast Asia are even taken to become prostitutes. Hindu girls are being purchased to become brides to Indian men that are much older than them. Even Japan, one of the most developed countries in the world, is a destination for trafficked girls from the Philippines and Thailand. Even the United States of America, the land of the free, has trafficked victims from Mexico, Asia, Africa, and Europe for the purpose of sexual and labor exploitation. This sounds horrible, right? That's why we need to do something about it. The first step to eliminating this problem is communication. Human Trafficking Org is a website that informs people about human trafficking and what can be done to prevent it, protect people from it, and help those victims reintegrate back into society. Not many people know that human trafficking is going on right under their noses. We need to spread the word so that people are aware of it. That way, we'll be one step closer to eliminating human trafficking for good. Richie Angelica Arrejis, yours truly.
Con los terroristas.
Harlem Shake.